If David Attenborough was a D&D character, Davin Attenwood, Whisperer of the Wilds, Guardian of Harrowdale. In the mystical heart of Harrowdale, where ancient trees guard forgotten secrets and the winds whisper tales of old, a legend was born. Davin Attenwood, a forest gnome with eyes as deep as the woods and a spirit as resilient as the gnarled oaks of Velarswood, emerged as a beacon of hope in a land woven with the threads of conflict and courage. From a tender age, Davin was no ordinary gnome. The forest spoke to him, its creatures his companions and confidants. Under the moonlit canopy, he would converse with wise owls and playful sprites, unraveling the mysteries of the wild. His mentor, the ageless Druid Morwen, saw the spark of destiny in him. She nurtured this bond, teaching him the ancient druidic rites that would awaken the slumbering guardian within. Davin's gifts were as unique as the land he vowed to protect. With a mere whisper, he could urge plants to grow, heal wounded animals, and even bend the will of the wind. His most astonishing feat was the summoning of spirit animals, ethereal guardians that stood by his side in the darkest of times. The spirits of the hawk, the bear, and the wolf became his allies, each lending their strength and wisdom in his endeavors. Davin's quill danced across parchment, chronicling the secrets of Harrowdale's flora and fauna. His writings were not mere observations. They were sonnets to the land he adored. From the medicinal properties of duskwood bark to the cryptic dances of fireflies on midsummer nights, his chronicles were a tapestry of knowledge, coveted by sages and scholars far and wide. But not all was tranquil in Harrowdale. When shadows lengthened and a sinister chill crept through Velarswood, Davin sensed the disturbance in the very roots of the trees. An ancient evil, long dormant, was awakening. With the cunning of the fox and the bravery of the lion, Davin ventured into the heart of darkness where the fate of Harrowdale hung in the balance. His journey was a saga of epic encounters, from negotiating with capricious fey lords to battling spectral warriors on the haunted moors of Coldfield. Each step into the unknown tested his resolve, his wisdom, and the strength of his bond with nature. Davin's powers flourished in these trials as he called upon the elements themselves to quell the storms that threatened his homeland. In the party of adventurers, Davin was the voice of the earth, the whisperer of winds, and the seer of unseen paths. His guidance led them through treacherous terrains, his magic shielded them from harm, and his lore unraveled puzzles that barred their way. In the heat of battle, his chants summoned the fury of nature, turning the tide against those who dared to despoil the sanctity of Harrowdale. Davin Attenwood's tale is more than a story of a gnome and his land. It's a saga of a guardian who spoke the language of the earth, a sage whose heart beat in unison with the ancient rhythms of Harrowdale, and a hero whose name became synonymous with the spirit of the wilds. In taverns and campfires, bards sing of the gnome druid of Harrowdale, whose legacy is etched in the very leaves of Velarswood, forever a part of the land he so fiercely loved and protected. Liketh and subscribe, I beg thee.